Hello. Okay. Sometimes my mic will just randomly disconnect, but I think we should be good. Hold on. My game audio? Yeah. Sometimes my audio sources just stop. Very strange. There we go. Alright. Sorry I'm starting a little bit late. I overslept. I took a nap after work. Dude, work today? Work cooked the hell out of me, dude. Well, okay, so... Well, it did cook me, but I think more than that, hold on. Something on my keyboard. More than that, I kind of started the day on the wrong foot. I may have started the day a little bit on the wrong foot. Where do I begin? Why is there just one insulated liquid pipe right here? I don't... Anyways. What was I doing? I need to figure out the oxygen problem. I know I told Brave to remind me. But because I said that, I remembered. So let me make sure my oxygen problem is resolved first before I start screwing around. I know oxygen was like a major... Yeah, it's right here. Well, it's working its way up right now, but... Yeah, I know oxygen was like a major problem right when I stopped playing on Monday. So I need to fix that real quick. Everything on this side looks pretty good, though. A supplement that minorly reduces the chance of contracting a germ-based disease. How many sick duplicants from poisoning? Food poisoning. Okay, we don't have enough of that. I'll talk about work in a moment. I need to get things going first. I need to get to work, you see. Oh, I didn't even realize they went up that high. Nice. Okay, one of the things I wanted to work on was getting water in here. I don't really see a safe way to do that yet. So maybe what I'll do is I'll knock this wall out. And then I'll have them kind of stand right here and then knock the ceiling out. I guess. Or maybe knock out this side and then have it just kind of fall in there. And then I'll have some kind of like water picker-upper thing. And then once the liquid's picked up, we can move it into this, whatchamacallit here. Let's try that. Let's start with that. Oh! Reach cycle 100 with at least one living duplicant. Just got an achievement. Nice. Okay. You know, which is kind of strange because there's a pitcher pump. Manually pumps liquid into bottles for transport. But then I'm like, what's the point of this bottle filler then? Automatically stores pipe liquids into bottles for manual transport. Isn't that kind of the same thing, though? Maybe it's just... Maybe it's just faster? I don't know. The big thing is that I need to get the bad liquid out. Liquid! I need to get the bad liquid out. Actually, why am I worrying about liquid? We gotta worry about the water first. Or sorry, the air first, sorry. I think the biggest source of all of my algae problems are all of this, like... it all starts down here. So I think ultimately... shoot. It would be kind of nice to get a little bit of power. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Would be nice, I say. Like, I'm not the one that builds the place. Oh, I totally forgot. I can't go through the wall. The wall. Oops. Okay, let's take care of that real quick. Then, once that's taken care of, we'll have a little more to do. At least on the right side, there's breathable air. I'm just going to start pumping out the oxygen diffuser stuff all the way down there. With the hopes that it will kind of rise eventually. And then this seems kind of pointless at this moment. I don't know why that's not highlighting itself, but... oh, because the oxygen thing is on. Whoops. But yeah, this seems kind of pointless, all this, like, vent stuff, so we're going to deconstruct the vent for now. I don't really see a need for that. And then, the heavy watt wire will become our new, thing there. Everything relating to this is kind of done already. So we can actually dismantle this wire, too. It's a mix of a wire and a liquid pipe. Well, I suppose we can keep the liquid pipe part on the off chance that we might need it later. I don't think we will, but if we do need it later, it's not like a really big deal. We can solve that problem later. And then at the bottom of all this, we're going to need someone to mop the place up. And then we'll work on... once that's all mopped up, we will work on making the oxygen generator thing down here. Because these are kind of... I'm a little hesitant. Actually, I probably shouldn't... well, you know what? Yeah, never mind. It's fine. We don't need more oxygen on that side. It's already kind of whatever, so... let's dismantle those as well. I don't think we'll need these since we have oxygen generating right there. We don't need these because we're going to put oxygen at the bottom, so... I'll keep these down here just in case, because I'm a little bit worried, but aside from that, I don't think we need to worry about that right now. Okay. Man, it is just suffering and suffocating down there, huh? They need to dismantle that, though. That's the big one. Is nitrogen included? Well, carbon dioxide certainly is. I know that much. Welcome in, sir. How are you, sir? How's it going? Is CO2... yes. Welcome in, Brave. CO2 is definitely included. As I know all too well, CO2 is very much included. I'm trying to fix... I had like a pretty terrible day today. I want to talk about it, but I gotta fix all our oxygen problems first. So I'm gonna focus on the oxygen first, and then we'll... once the oxygen is confirmed included, then we will discuss my day. Because, man, today cooked the hell out of me, dude. What do you make a vitamin chew out of? Coal? That's interesting. Kind of a waste of coal, I feel like. The medical pack... oh, alleviates slime lung. I didn't know that. That's cool. We have 2 slime lungs. Someone's suffocating. Crazy. Actually, damn, wow. It's pretty unbreathable over there. See, I'm waiting for them... there we go. I'm waiting for them to dismantle this, so I can construct more stuff. But we had company anniversary today. Got my 333, if you know what I mean. Nice, nice, nice. How was How is the company glazing themselves? Did they talk about how great they're doing and then also why they're not giving raises? Usual company moment? Or did they actually give something? But Brave says, having problems and in IRL and in Oni feels bad, man. Yeah, dude. Today feels pretty bad. Maybe I'm lightly overreacting, but today started with a very light overreaction and then just kind of devolved into me just getting randomly upset about stuff, so... but yeah, I didn't have a very good day. Today was, not fun. Today was not fun. Taku was, big mad today. We'll talk about it in a little bit, though. Let me get, like, an oxygen generator going, and then we'll talk about it. But I really need this done as soon as possible before everyone starts suffocating. Okay. I really need them to take care of that first. Damn, dude. Look at all this suffering. Anyways. But Appy says kind of busy with interview prep, so no stream this week already. I see, I see. I was wondering about that yesterday. I was like, what the hell is Appy? It's a Tuesday. A Tuesday and no Appy. How strange to not see an Appy today. Or yesterday. But... okay. Should I start talking? I think I'm just gonna start talking. Oh. Someone died. Oh, someone suffocated. Damn it. Stop suffocating! Breathe real air, damn it! This is the first time we had someone die in quite a while, though. That sucks. But yeah, Appy does streams on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. That man's a Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday kind of man. Just as a teaser, your favorite HR lady got a huge L. Let's go! Let's go! I hate her. I hate her, dude. Like, I have never... I don't remember any time in my life meeting someone that's just genuinely evil. She's just evil just for the sake of being evil. There's, like, no benefit. She's just evil. We'll do decreased machinery. Well... oh. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Alright. I'm covering Taku Shift, yeah. If it's a nighttime and I'm not streaming, Appy's streaming. That's pretty much what it is. Except for Sunday nights. But Sunday nights is rough for everybody. I don't think anyone wants to stream on Sunday night. Wait, so what happened, Appy? Does it, like... is it, whatchamacallit? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Wait, we're almost out of water. What is happening with this? Anyways. But yeah, we're almost out of water. Damn. Shoot. What the hell am I gonna do about that? I don't know what to... hold on. Yeah, I don't know what to do about water. Wait. Don't answer that. This isn't... hold on. What the hell am I gonna do? You're gonna fill some tea here, or spill some tea here. Excellent. Oh, it's automatically stores pipe liquids. Okay, so it just makes more sense to... for the pitcher pump. The pitcher pump can carry... the pitcher pump should be able to carry any kind of liquid. I think. This is pumps a liquid, so as long as we keep pumping the bad liquid in there, we should be fine. She does that announcement stuff at the beginning of the party. She was talking about the company's survey results. Did she actually answer honestly? They were like, how do you like the company? Everybody hates it. Are you planning to stay? Everybody's trying to leave. Do you think that you can move up in the company? Everybody says no. Do you think you're paid fairly? No. What would you say your work-life balance is? Sucks. What do you think of your managers? Terrible. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Not here. One of the negatives for the company was about PTO and full RTO. Well, she doesn't want to hear that feedback. I know that personally, so... I know that personally. She can't even be mad about that. She can't even pretend like she's caught by surprise by that one. Wow, the thing that everybody hates that I'm doing, they don't like it? What? No, what? You're trying to cheer people up? Dude, you remember that pic of me in the office? Just like angry? That would have been me, dude. If she said that to my face, there would have been like a second happening of me getting mad. Me getting mad in the office. Mid-office malding. Okay, they gotta get on those generators. Damn, this is not very smart. Well... it'll be fine. Anyways. Appy says, so, our CEO is giving us 3 extra holidays this year. Then crickets. No one reacted to that. 3 extra holiday, the crowd goes wild. No. You know, I'm surprised they even gave that much. So, to give you some context, Brave, me and Appy worked together for... Technically, it was 3 years. Thereabouts. We were in the office together for like 2 of those years. Anyways. But yeah, so we used to work together. And our bosses are very like old school. They think that you need to be like in the chair. Despite everything, you know, not needing to be in the office for work to get done, all the older people at work are very insistent on coming into work. So they require everybody to come in. And they just get mad when, like... They get mad when they employ a bunch of people that don't want to come into work. So, which, understandable. I mean, I didn't want to come into work. I worked there for so long. Do you know how many times I wanted to come in? The answer is never. Never wanted to come into work. I think I made a mistake with how I... with how I made this room. I can actually redo this. I think I know how to redo this, but... I don't know if I can make it efficient enough with the time I have. Or, sorry, what I'm trying to say is I don't know if I can make it efficient enough before people start dying. Maybe let's put it that way. People might start dying first. Let me see what I can do, though. I am gonna actually think pretty hard about this. Actually, wait, no, I'm already not. Well, no, that's fine, actually. Not thinking as hard as I would have liked, but... We'll just do this for now. We'll make it look nice later, but right now this is kind of what we're working with. And then... deconstruct that. After that's deconstructed. I would prefer this to go, like... up. And then... through one of these. And then I would like it to go back down. There we go. That's stupid, actually. Why would I do that? It's actually kind of dumb. Actually, yeah, that is stupid. Hold on. Here I was just saying I'm going to think about it. That's stupid. Don't do that. I can do this smarter. Hold on. I don't want to use my head. Okay. Hold on. Just a second. I'll get back to chats in just a second. How's about we... Having two sockets in one spot's kind of weird, though. Well, I guess I don't have to put it on that side. Well, no, I kind of... Well... Okay, it's just going where it's going for now. That's fine. It's going where it's going. And I'll think about that later. It goes where it goes. Okay. Anyways. That should be good for now, and then hopefully the coal should take some people off of the treadmills so that I don't have to worry about powering the batteries for a while. Or at least some load will be taken off because there will be coal in the generators. And then people can actually start getting to work down here so that they can finally make the algae, the oxygen stuff I'm trying to get them to make. I need them to dismantle that down there, though. This is the hard part. I need them to dismantle that first before I get to work. That's the hard part. Okay, anyways, we should be good for now. So, Appy says, then she said something along the lines of, please clap. You know it's really bad when she, like, asks for people to be happy about it. It was such an Elgriz moment for her, so I was trying to hold down laughter. No one likes her or what? No one wants to back her up. Okay, you'd think, Brave, you would think that someone would want to back her up. Trust me, no. If you met her, you would do the exact same thing. She's not, like... It's not that she... It's not that she, you know, it's like... Some people will not like HR because of a problem they have with HR. I don't know how to phrase it. It's not the usual, like, reason why you would have a problem with HR. I can understand why some people would have problems with HR for XYZ reason, whatever. This guy's... Oh, what the hell's happening up here? It's piss? Anyways. Of all the reasons for people to have problems with HR, this is one of those things that, like, it's not like company, well, okay. I don't, how do I put it? It's not like simply company policy. That is a problem, but it's more so that she does stuff that's just flat out evil for no real gain. Like, she doesn't gain anything from being, like, pure evil, but she does it just because she can. And she has no empathy about what she does whatsoever. So let me give you a good example. So, there was a guy that, oh, this is a mix of rumor, but... Anyways, well... Continuing on. She, there was a guy at me and Appy's old workplace that, there was a guy that got hired, and his wife was pregnant, and his kid was due soon. They hired him anyway, which, as you do. He took paternity leave. He took his company-provided paternity leave to be there for his wife and his newborn. HR didn't like that he took so much paternity leave. so early on in his career with the company that HR decided to fire him. Can you imagine? You just decide to have a kid, take your paternity leave that's in your contract, and then HR is like, you're fired. Is that legal? No. Could you prove it? Probably not. But that's what I mean when I say that she's just evil. She's literally just evil. If you were to like, I'm pretty sure they fired him as like a under something else, like the quality or quantity of your work is not sufficient. Maybe so. I don't think so. Based on the interactions I've had with the guy, I don't think that's true. Even if it was true, you just fired a guy that just had a child. So, yikes. Anyways, but that's what happened. Welcome into Giggles, welcome in. But Appy says, not good enough for losing 4 days. Office 1 day work from home we had last year. Taku's lying. He wanted to come in so he can screw around with me and Big Shack. That was the only good thing about me being able to go into the office was that I could hang around with Appy and Shaq. And Glaze Metal Gear. But yeah, she's genuinely terrible. HR is like... like, I've never had a problem with HR until this lady. But this lady has a problem with, like, everybody. Scratch that. She doesn't have a problem with, like, a handful of people that are, like, weirdly buddy-buddy with her. When they shouldn't be. But aside from that, a lot of people don't like her. So... for good reason, might I add. I think it's for good reason. So, man, there is some serious oxygen problems happening here. The carbon dioxide is, well, it's not really a good situation to be in. But we do need something to keep the lights on, so. Necessary evil, this. This one's a necessary evil. This might actually be too much power. Well, we'll worry about that later. Anyways, but ego trip, power trip, whatever you want to call it. So true. Brave says, you know, I imagine HR as a problem solver, but she sounds like a troublemaker. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What else did she do? I'm gonna have to be really non-specific about this one. There's like a longer story attached to this, but I'm gonna keep this one simple. There was another case where she had agreed to pay one of the employees, like, a certain rate, and then proceeded to pay him $5,000 less per year. So there was a case where she screwed up on the paperwork, and she accidentally made it so that one of the employees was getting paid $5,000 more than he was supposed to. Keep in mind, she made the mistake. And she figured out about it, like, after the fact, after the employee signed the contract. So then she pulled them into the office and was like, I made a mistake on your... Long story short, she was like, I made a mistake on your paperwork. I was actually supposed to pay you $5,000 less a year. So your pay is $5,000 less starting right now. And it's like, what? Yeah, wait, I didn't tell you this, Skickles. And don't forget about bereavement. Could you remind me of that one? I can't remember that one. I remember one relating to me, though. I didn't have an argument with HR about it, but one of my I gotta keep this one vague too, but one of the adults I was like close with that I kind of like grew up with, he was like something of an uncle to me. He was kind of like an uncle and a role model to me. He wasn't blood related to me though. Anyway, he died really suddenly. And I was asking if I could work remotely for a few days so I could go back home to go to his funeral. And my manager at the time was kind of like... He ultimately approved it, but he got really, really close to telling me no. That I can't go. Despite it being like, you know, the job is fully work from homeable. But I was almost not allowed to go to the funeral because work wouldn't let me. But it's in the contract. She's banks on people not fighting it. How terrible. Dude, I'm not joking when I say one call to like a labor board or like relevant authorities, and that place would be hit with so many fines. There was no way they'd be able to stay open. They would get hit with so many fines, they would have to close. And hopefully, if someone brings in a lawsuit, maybe I'll get some sweet money in the future. Who knows? But Brave says, holy, that's a easy fire for me, dude. It made me so mad, dude. Do you remember S on my team? Oh, no, wait. Wait, her? I'm thinking of his. I think I know who you're talking about. Just wait, guys. Taco's about to start steaming. Talking about this HR lady and his former company is the easiest rate. Dude, this... Talking about the former company is like the one way to get my blood boiling. But it's like a good boil. Because it makes me so happy that I left. But it also makes me so mad to remember. Short guy quiet. Yeah. Could you remind me the whole story about that one? I do vaguely remember that one, though. I do vaguely remember, but just for the sake of us rage baiting each other, let's go over it one more time. But they're so like cartoonishly evil. It's actually crazy. It's actually nutty. Actually. Why? Actually, hold on. They made this. They did it. They have access to polluted water. Are they even... You want to grab the polluted water? Hold on. Get more errands. Can I get someone to... This is not how I thought this would work. I was kind of hoping that that someone would bottle the polluted water. Actually, hold on, let me check that. I'm just gonna pipe it straight in. I really need someone... Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna... They're not doing it, so I'm just gonna tell them to do it directly. I really need the oxygen to get in there, because it's getting kind of nasty up there, so... Actually, speaking of nasty... which also reminds me that there was some... I didn't finish this gas vent here, so let me finish that real quick. Because fresh air is nice. There we go. That should fix a lot of the gross oxygen problems over there. Pause. Appy says he's from Southeast Asia. His grandma died. He wanted to take a 3-day bereavement. HR said he couldn't do that because he's not flying over to oversee to attend her funeral. Dude, I do kind of remember this now. But yeah, this is exactly what I mean. Cartoonishly evil, for no benefit. No benefit whatsoever. It's just like, she's just on like a power trip, where she just needs people to like, recognize her authority. And we'll just go through like cartoonishly evil lengths to just make sure that people don't, She goes through cartoonishly evil lengths to like try to make sure that people respect her authority. Which, I mean, I don't, but I'm just tired of dealing with her. Well, I guess I don't have to deal with her anymore, but dude. I hate her, dude. I hate her so bad. She's so evil for no reason. Actually kind of nutty. Meeting someone so evil. For absolutely no benefit. Actually, now that I think about it, instead of sucking it out of there... It's kind of a weird thing to say. Instead of sucking it out of there, I could, Wait. Yeah, we could just... do one of these. Let's try to get this going. We'll just add even more stuff for the filter. There we go. I don't know how the power is going to work. Sucking what? Nothing? Nothing. I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, because we got rid of the bottom one. So we should have some... Yeah, on this circuit, we have some leftover power. So we could absolutely add some more. So if I were to take a wire... And, oh, whoops. If I were to take a wire and just go like this, then I could connect it. And then, to make sure that no one gets trapped, we can make a ladder here. And then we could get rid of the bottom there. Okay. Oh! I think I know what I did. I meant... Did I not tell him to deconstruct? I thought I told him to deconstruct. It's a deconstruction errand. I think that I accidentally told them to make refueling it a top priority. I meant for them to make deconstructing it the top priority. That's what I meant. Whoops. Whoopsie. Okay. Please keep deconstructing. Please. We need oxygen, please. Okay. Two of these are kind of unutilized, but it's fine. Okay, yeah, not bad. But that's the whole story from the anniversary party. We had to go back to work after the party, too. The thing I will not miss is mandatory fun. Mandatory company bonding. It's like... I don't know, man. When it comes to company bonding, I feel like if I wanted... I'm of the opinion that you should never need to be friends with your coworkers. It's totally fine to be friends with your coworkers. But I don't think that the company should mandate that you are friends with your coworkers, and that's one of the things I hated about the old place. I mean, I was friends with you and Shaq, or am friends with you and Shaq, of course, but I wasn't forced to be, you know? But their stupid party events like that kind of make it feel like they're trying to force you to be friends. which just sucks. As I'm like, I don't want to do that. So I would rather not do that. Okay, we're gonna set these as top priority. Because I need them to make oxygen. I'm tired of worrying about this stupid problem. Okay. Go. Things are moving along. Oops, that's the wrong button. There we go. Alright. But this company is so petty and pathetic, it gives me secondhand embarrassment. If you're gonna throw a party, at least have some courtesy to bring cigars and whiskey. That company is always just like, you wanna... Isn't it great how well we're doing? It's all thanks to you guys. Anyways, your feedback? I'm not listening. The raise you wanted? Can't give it to you. But here is $20 worth of food. We're not actually giving you $20. Here's some food. Eat it. Make friends with your coworkers. Also, if I catch you guys chatting on work time, I'm probably not going to be very happy about it. But make friends with your coworkers. And get back to work. Happy says, I'm going to do some PoE 2 now. I'm going to come back and talk more poop about the company later. Alrighty. Sounds good, sounds good. Sounds good to me, my good man. Wait. Is that... Oops. Is that going? Oh, it is. Nice. Nice. It's still not getting emptied out as quick as I would like it. Oh, I guess it's going that way now, so that's fine. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Not as much water as I'd like, but it's not too bad. At least now we have, like, some level of... Or, we have double the amount of water going into the thing. Polluted water. So double the amount of filtration. So hopefully we'll have some good water to use. And then now that the water's there, we don't... Or, wait. Ideally, we don't need to worry about that. Is this going? Oh, max gas pressure. Ugh. Dude, my cough is getting worse nowadays. I think I might need to go back to the doctor. Because it really is getting worse. And it's been like a month. I don't think I should still be hacking up a lung like a month later. But Giggle says still here. Just folding clothes already. But Brave says making O2 doesn't make the CO2 go away. But how do you... Actually, don't answer that. I want to figure it out for myself. I was going to ask how to get the... Wait. Releases gas from gas pipes in the high pressure locations. Because I feel like if I just had the ability to just... Natural gas geyser. If I had the ability to go all the way to the top, I feel like I wouldn't have to worry about... I feel like I wouldn't have to worry about the gas pressure if I had a hole going out. Oh, consuming vacuum. Wheeze hort. So let's try to find our way out. Natural gas geyser and a wheeze hort. Oh, we need them to move up. There's some good air up there, though, so I'm sure someone will take care of it. And then once we get up there, we'll figure out the rest. Damn. That's annoying. But not answering. Thank you. Thank you, Brave. I want to suffer on my own for this one. Carbon skimmer would be nice. Uses water to filter carbon dioxide from the air. That'd be nice, but... Damn. As nice as that would be, I can't exactly... I wonder if the carbon is coming out of that. I'll put a manual airlock here, I guess. I just want to see what happens. And then... Man. I really don't want to use the water as a thing. I mean, I know I can't really afford to be picky, but... I really would prefer not to use the water. Anyways, let's empty a little bit of this too. We'll just empty it into here. I know I can probably farm the fish, but I'm not going to bother. That's too much work right now. We'll just take the bottom out. Add more water to the filter thing here. But the faster we can get that out would be just generally better. Damn. This sucks. Actually, wasn't I gonna... Oh, I needed the balm lily flower. That's what it was. That's fine. Brine. Brine is natural, highly concentrated solution of salt dissolved in water. It can be used in desalination processes, separating out usable salt. Nah, I don't really need that right now. There we go. Okay. We got people stress vomiting, but that's just more liquid for us right now, so I'm not going to worry about that. As long as you choose to vomit in a good location. As long as you choose to vomit in a good location. Let's see. Dinner suddenly ready. Unexpected dinner ready. Okay, good water. Dang, we have some stuff over there too, but... Damn. I think I'll have someone knock out this wall too. I don't know if I want to... Hold on. I don't know if I want to pipe that in, though. Do I want to even bother? It's a lot of work. Anyways. Should be fine. Oh, thank you for vomiting in the bad room. Thank you. Much appreciated. Clean it up. Add your vomit to the polluted water, and then we'll filter it into real water. Nice. Excellent job vomiting. What was I saying? Is this even hooked up? Insufficient resource of coal. You know, the reason I had added so many people there is because I thought they'd stop running on the treadmill, but I guess not. Whoops. Don't we have a lot of coal, though? Oh, no, we only have so many kilograms. I thought we had, like, tons of coal. Literal tons, but I guess not. That's not good. That's not good at all. There's coal up here, though. Actually, wait, this stuff is coal. I thought the gray was coal, but that's iron. Okay, never mind. Knock that out. Grab it. I will gladly take some of that. Believe you me. Actually, all of this is cool. Now, let me start from the top. That's going to get kind of confusing. That's gonna get really confusing really fast. But you're fine on coal. Doesn't it take... 800 kilograms? Oh wait, no, that's what the thing is made out of, not how much it takes. Well, I'd feel better if there was more coal, is kind of what I'm getting at. Anyways. But yeah. The work today was making me kind of mad. Actually, hold on. I really don't want to use the water, but... We're using water for, like, everything right now. Oh, dang, that is a lot of... There's a lot. That's fine. The water physics is kind of weird right now, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. What was I saying? No, I was gonna start talking about work, but I gotta... Actually, who died here? Okay, it's none of our named characters, so we're all good. Okay. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet on this one. We're gonna have to... We're gonna have to use a little bit of carbon skimmer. I'm gonna hook that up. Not happy about that, but we're gonna have to do that. There's way too much carbon, and I think it's all kind of just flooding from the bottom. The less carbon getting in here, the better, generally. Okay. Dang. How much of this... metal ore... Refined metal, we currently have 5.9 tons of it, and I think that's... I mean, it's cool, you know? It's cool, but... My worry is that we're kind of losing out on a lot of stuff here. On a lot of water. So I'm gonna stop them from making this for now. We have enough. I don't think we need to worry about that. And then once that's stopped, the water should... The water should maybe stop going there. It seems like the water's going there anyways. Here's what we'll do. Let's deconstruct that. I'm gonna just get rid of that. And I'm just gonna hope it goes back to normal. And then we'll put just pure water in there. I need water right now. I can't exactly do anything without the water. But Brave says, you know, common sense says tons of a metal is a lot, but Oni says otherwise. Well, I'm not really making a whole lot of stuff with it right now, so I figure I should be able to do without it for a little while at least. We'll worry about that production later. Right now, there's a huge oxygen problem that's getting everywhere pretty fast. Did they actually clear that? Wow. Wait. What? Did they... Well, my dig order's gone. So I think they did. Not bad. Not bad. Pretty quick, too. Not bad. Okay, I'm gonna tell them to knock this. Knock that out, too. A little ladder. And then hopefully they'll keep moving up. Not bad, not bad. Okay, and then they got rid of that. So that's good. Okay, so then all the water's coming out now. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. Okay. Man. This is a lot. That's still waiting to be made. Still filtering the water. It's actually going down pretty quick. Kind of impressed. I'm gonna make a ladder going up. Oops. People are starving. Oh, we have enough food though. They'll be alright. I could use a little more farming space. We'll dig that out. Oh, but Brave says time for me to eat. I'll see you later. Already, Brave. Hope you enjoy your meal. Hope you enjoy your meal. Sounds good, sounds good. Excellent, excellent. Damn, dude. There's so much pollution. Oh, there we go. Someone's finally gonna do it. Oh, never mind. They're picking stuff up. Giggle says, Taco, would you ever watch Love Island? No. I don't think so. Oh, it's liquid. Ah, shoot. I need liquid intake and liquid output. I didn't know that. Damn it. I thought you just add water to it. Shoot. I put that in a terrible spot then. Damn. Yeah, that's really rough. Dang. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. But yeah, I don't think so. I mean, never say never, right? But probably not. Not really in my wheelhouse, necessarily. But I'll be right back. I gotta go grab something to eat. Apparently food's ready, so I'll be right back. BRB. Alright, so the good news is tonight's dinner's pizza. The bad news, tonight's dinner's pizza. I can't... Let me take my glasses off. I can't eat and play at the same time. You know, I never... never really noticed... I never really noticed how much finger food I eat until I started streaming at home. Because, well, I was gonna say my with my old job, I don't think I'd eat that much finger food. But I guess more than that, with my old job, I would cook and I'd take a shower and I eat before the stream ever even thinks about turning on. And even then, I have like 45 minutes left before stream ever even started. My old job. So even if I had finger food, I wouldn't be. I guess I used to eat a lot of mozzarella sticks. I guess that's finger food. Anyways, but yeah, I'll just let it play out, but I do have to eat. Man, I really want to talk drama, though. Appy, can you hear me? I'm debating whether or not to eat while talking drama. Here's what I'll do. I am going to talk about my work drama while I'm eating. And so what I'll do is, if you don't want to hear the eating noise, I will have a... There's my eating break sign. There's not really a good place for this. Okay, well, I'll put it at the top. That way, once you see that disappear, I'm done eating. So, anyways. So, feel free to mute if needed. But I want to talk about my drama, and I also want to eat. So, anyways. I'll shoot. But then I guess Appy wouldn't hear about the drama. Damn. But then what else do I have to talk about while I eat? Yeah. Damn, I don't want you to miss out on the tea, though. Shoot. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna eat. And then I'll talk about the drama right after. Just do what you do. Thank you, Appy. Okay. I'm just gonna talk while eating, but I'm not gonna talk about the drama then. Tell me on my stream on Saturday. Alright. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I was just getting kind of irritated with some people at work. Anyways, I'm just gonna yap. If I talk about drama, I'll talk about drama, but I'm gonna eat my meal. Starting now! And then once you see the sign gone, you can unmute. I'll be done with eating. So, I'm eating now. But yeah, so today was making me mad, you know? Because, so, I have to be really vague about the details, but today was my assigned day to today was my assigned day to be a bit more social than usual. I had stuff to do for work, right? And on my social days, I get kind of it's a bit hard on me because with what I do for work, if something goes wrong, the people that you're helping will either blame you for the problem, or they expect you to fix their problem as soon as the problem's reported. And some people are really like... Some people can be really entitled to your time, or entitled to feel that their problem is like... Their problem is the absolute end of the world, and that if it's not fixed in that moment, like the world is ending. And 95% of the time, it's not that serious. 5% of the time it is. Well, not world-endingly serious, but sometimes being a priority is justified. But other times declaring yourself a priority doesn't necessarily make you a priority. Now that I'm talking about eating, this is a lot harder than I expected. It's like I'm on a date. Speaking of which, you guys want to talk about dating? We're talking about dating. Like, I can't... Well, I mean, it's been a long time since I've been on a date. Well, even in the dates I've been on, like, I haven't gone, eating on a date for a long time. Like, I do, like, drinks and stuff. Not, like, alcohol. But, like, I'll do a date where we get, like, coffee or something, but I'm not gonna do, like, full-on eating. Yes. Giggle's favorite topic. Yeah, we'll save the workplace drama till later. It's a bit more involved. At least in this way I can, like... I don't gotta think as hard. I can just eat as needed. You make me want pizza? Dude, so... I've been meaning to make some bone marrow. Or... You know, like, how you can get kind of like a... It looks almost like a little boat of bone marrow. And then you, like... You soak it in salt to draw the blood out or something. And then after that, you take it out of the salt water. And then you put it into the oven. And then after, like, however many minutes, you have, like... What's essentially, like, fatty beef dip. And I've been meaning to try that. I have a little bit of free time this coming weekend, so I think I might do that. This is a lot harder than I thought. It doesn't help that pizza's kind of dry. So... Pizza's kind of dry and I eat kind of slow. Well... Dude, I had the craziest burrito for lunch today. I paid like 20 bucks for it, which is outside of my normal paying comfort zone. The burrito, so it was a carne asada burrito. That thing was so big, it was like a small baby. It was big. Okay, so you know, that's what I said. $20. So I looked online. I thought it was like 15 bucks. I thought it was 15 bucks, right? And so just in case, I gave my coworker like 17 bucks. My coworker was going to pick up. I had some stuff I had to do during lunch. So my coworker was going to pick up for me. And for a bunch of other guys in the office, right? We were talking about it. And then he offhandedly mentioned that, oh, the burritos are actually like 20 bucks. I was like, damn, well, I mean, I don't exactly want to underpay him, you know? So I was like, okay, well, I switched it to 20 bucks. But still, was it worth 20? Not really. Was it bad? No. It was good. It was a good burrito. Wasn't worth it, though. But it was like, It was a little bigger than your standard burrito. Not to say it was massive, but it was just big. Like if you went to like a mom and pop shop and asked for a burrito, and you asked them to make it a little larger, it's probably what you'd get. Pretty heavy. If its weight was made of metal, we might be able to shatter a window. Actually, no, yeah. If you put the burrito in like a hard box, you could probably smash a window. Maybe like 2 pounds, 3 pounds. In burrito. Not bad. Had all the fixins. Dude, I have a little bit of cilantro. I love cilantro, dude. I could eat cilantro like a lettuce. I could just take it off the shelf and just bite it. You're thinking about making tacos? Tacos would be good, but I feel like it's very easy to do that wrong. I feel like it's very easy to make a bad taco. Welcome into Brainless. Sorry, I'm eating. Welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? I hope you don't mind the eating stuff. But if you do mind the eating stuff, I have a little subtitle at the top that shows that I'm eating. If you don't like the eating, you can unmute, but you can mute it now and then unmute when the words go away. But I'm trying to eat my dinner. I have pizza. Welcome in, Brainless. Welcome in. All is well. Dude. Today, I was so mad at work. I was gonna tell the story, but I want to make sure Appy hears the story too. But Appy doesn't really want to hear me eat, so I'm gonna wait till later. Well, yeah. Work cooked me today. Absolutely cooked. I still feel the effects of being cooked. Even now. Even now, I'm residually upset about it. Only a little. But today is the day when I might return to Oni after years. Excellent, excellent. Well, the Steam Summer Sale is starting. In a week or two, so. If you don't have all the DLC, you know, maybe now's the time. DLC looks intriguing? Oh, yeah. I haven't seen much of it, but I hear it has something in it that makes oxygen generation a little bit easier. Which would be nice. I feel like right now it's hard to make a thriving community because I have so much stuff I gotta worry about. Oxygen's the big one right now. You can kind of see there's like a whole bad area of carbon dioxide down there. I don't know how to get rid of it yet. I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to tunnel up right now, though. It's taking forever. Oh. Everybody's kind of just in survival mode. So. Brainless says I have them all. I bought them, even though I don't play. Just to support Clay. And just hide it somewhere, problem solved. Oh, no. But yeah, we'll figure it out. I was just talking a moment ago about this burrito I had for lunch today. It was really good. I'm actually, like, I'm not that hungry right now. I'm not that hungry because I had the burrito. I didn't know Chinese dinner was pizza. But pizza is one of those things that's hard to eat kind of fast, so. I'm tough. Ah, shoot. I didn't even realize some water's being used up by these algae things up here. I didn't mean to make or have those up there. I'm gonna deconstruct those real quick. Because we shouldn't need that. That should be fine. I'm venting oxygen up there, so it's all good. What I need is water. Boop. I got excited for like 2 seconds. It's brine, damn it. Thought there was water. Damn it. I don't think I have the numbers to be supporting all this, but you do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do. Welcome into Cheesecake Rush. I'm on my dinner break. So welcome in. But I do know what you're saying about the automatic dispenser. I did see how that works, but I don't want to cheese the system too hard, so I'm trying to do it more legit. But I know what you're saying. Welcome in, welcome in. I just finished all the... Excuse me. I just finished all the pizza that I picked up. I'm debating whether to grab one more slice. Actually, I'm kind of full. I need to stop overeating. I feel like I overeat too much. Okay. Giggles says, I know I'm a weirdo, but I would love a stream where you're just yapping and snacking. Thank you, Giggles. Would be fun. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll be right back. I'm just gonna let this run. I'm gonna go grab more water. I might snack on one more slice of pizza. And then when I come back, I don't think I'm gonna eat and talk. I'm just gonna get back to the game. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna let this run. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. Alright. I gotta charge my headphones. So, okay, let me get rid of that. Eating break done. I need to start eating kind of normally. I'm very inclined to just overeat until I'm like super full. But I really need to stop doing that because it's not really necessary. Anyways. So, yeah, today I'm just gonna talk about my day, dude, because today was cooking the hell out of me. I was so irritated. And even now, like, okay, one of the things I'm noticing about myself as time goes on is that I find myself to be kind of like, empathetic's not the right word, but I tend to absorb the negative emotions of other people to like an extent. Maybe that's not like always accurate. No, I guess maybe not so much negative emotion is not really the right term. I tend to absorb other people's anger, I guess. So if other people are getting heated, I get kind of heated. Regardless of whether or not, like, I don't even need to be like in conflict with somebody. It's just kind of like if I'm around somebody that's upset, I kind of get like upset by extension. Or mad by extension, rather. Which doesn't really happen too often, but which is why I never really noticed this until, I guess, like a moment ago, but we're gonna add that to our list of running theories about myself. The reason I bring that up is because this morning I was getting kind of lightly molding this morning. So I started the day. Mind you, I haven't arrived at work yet. I'm about to head out the door. I grab my phone. Immediate message. The message says something like to the effect of I'm gonna need some words attached to this image. What do you mean that it's not working? Do you mean that it's not working at this point in time? Do you mean it's not working here? Do you mean it's not working because of this? And in my mind, I was like, this is the day. The day that I knew I had a lot of stuff to take care of. I was going to be aggravated just regardless of the message I received. But when I woke up in the morning and that was the first message I saw, I was kind of like, okay, I wasn't molding that hard, but I was just kind of like already a little ticked off when I started the morning. And then my day kind of like very lightly snowballed from there. So I can't be too specific about what the issue was, but the gist of it is that at work yesterday, I was working on something, and the thing that I was working on kind of like errored out. And the reason it errored out, I didn't know why it did. But it was showing an error, right? In the process of something that I was trying to get set up. There's a guy that manages that system that I have to talk with frequently. So this was towards the end of the day. So I pulled my phone out. I took a picture of the error. I sent it to him. And then that was just kind of like it. This is towards the end of the day. So I wasn't expecting anything to happen at the end of the day. It was just like, there's an error on my screen. I'm just going to show it to him. And then I woke up in the morning and it was like, I'm going to need some words attached to this. Like, what do you mean it's not working? It's like, oh. But yeah, before he even got there, oh nah, yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's like, yeah, I probably should have put some words on there. But, I don't know, but you know what I mean. So, anyways. So I had to deal with trying to figure that out on top of my normal stuff. I mean, my coworker apologized for that. I think after he wrote it, he kind of realized that it comes across kind of passive-aggressive. He's definitely not that kind of guy. He's like, everybody knows, like, one person that's, like, nice, but doesn't know how to word things well. He's that guy. He's the guy that, like, doesn't mean to come across as passive-aggressive, but he doesn't really think about what he says, how it's going to come across, and then that's just kind of how things end up, ultimately. But, anyways, but he apologized for coming across kind of passive-aggressive, but outside of that, I had other things I had to deal with work-related that I can't quite talk too much about, but there was just some stuff happening at work where I was getting contacted about really stupid problems, just constantly. There was one person in particular that had contacted me, like, what was it? She contacted me like 3 different times throughout the day for really simple stuff. It's kind of getting on my nerves. Sorry, this is turning into a bit of a negative stream. I'm just so upset. I'm so upset. Shoot. Now this area is filling with hydrogen. That's weird. That's not what I expected. Actually, you know what? Let's this might be a good point here, actually. What if I... Does that even make sense, though? Hold on. I gotta rethink some stuff real quick. Instead of going straight up, how's about... I'm gonna cancel that. But tell them to bring a mask. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do that, though. You know, maybe starting here. I think I'll need power for this, but I think it's considered a station. Stores oxygen mask, refuels them with oxygen. Placed next to an oxygen mask checkpoint to make duplicates put on masks when passing by. I don't know if these need to be close to each other, though. Built next to next to an oxygen mask dock. So this might be kind of weird, but I'm gonna do it like this. Let's do that. I'm gonna deconstruct these, and I'm gonna like break the ladder into 2 portions to require them to pass through the checkpoint to continue. I think that makes sense. Oh, so this color view means this is the oxygen overlay. So anything in red is bad. Long story short, red is bad. Red is carbon dioxide. Blue is like oxygen of some kind. It might be polluted, but it's still oxygen. Purple. So the teal blue color is high oxygen concentration. The purplish blue is breathable. The pink is barely breathable, and the red is just not breathable. So ultimately, the red is what we'd like to get rid of. But there's also the power overlay, which explains how wiring is set in the base. Temperature overlay, everything's hot, so don't even worry about that. Materials overlay, don't really know what that means. Light overlay shows the light sources. Plumbing overlay shows where all the water's going and where all the bad water's coming from. The ventilation overlay showing how I'm pumping air throughout the base. Decor overlay, don't really know what to do about that. Germ overlay, when things are getting kind of gross. Farming overlay, I don't really understand how this works just yet. Room overlay, bonuses for rooms. And there's an exosuit overlay, but I don't really know how that works yet. So, anyways. But yeah, there's a lot of different overlays. Let me fix this before I continue. Sorry. I want to make sure that... I want to make sure you guys have content to watch while I'm actually talking. So, let's try to set something up first before I start yapping. But Cheesecake says, how many hours you got? I don't know. Let me check. 22.9. 22.9 hours right now. I'm just suffering my way through it. In a good way, though. The only rules for the channel are please avoid hints, tips, backseating, spoilers. If you see me suffer, make a mistake, just let it happen. I think, especially with games like this, mistakes are part of the fun. So, I'm probably going to make some really stupid decisions. But right now, I'm at a pretty good spot, I think. Hold on. Rapid duplicate descent. Actually, you know, if I put a... Not very aesthetically pleasing. But I could technically put a fire pole here and just... Oh, it's decor -5, whatever. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just... We'll be fine. But Cheesecake says, gotcha. This game is a journey. Good that you're enjoying the pain. It's best to learn from all your mistakes. Thank you, Cheesecake. Thank you. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, this is like my third attempt at making a world. It's not... I know it's not exactly the best, but the first time I tried, I wasn't very focused on rooms and the benefit of rooms, so everything was just kind of open air. And now that I'm more focused on rooms, things are looking a little better, but we might have a little too many people. We're kind of like running up on having too many people. But my biggest problem right now is water and air pressure. Because as you can kind of... Oh. Yeah, as you can see down here, the biggest problem I have is this gas pressure. I want to put more oxygen down here, but can't really do that with the gas pressure. So I'm hoping... My hope is that by tunneling my way up and out, I should be able to... I don't know. At the very least, put solar panels on the surface, you know, for more power. I can figure everything else out after that point, but right now we have to tunnel to the surface. But the process of getting there is kind of rough. So, my hope is that by... Okay, hear me out. I know this is weird. This is a temporary thing. I don't plan for this to be like a permanent thing. This is temporary. But my plan is to force my duplicants to go through a specific location on their way to get up. And in that way, I'm going to make my first I'm gonna try to make my first oxygen mask checkpoint. Oh, I guess... Atmo suits? No, I'll just do oxygen mask. How's that noise outside? We'll do oxygen mask dock and checkpoint. But I haven't used these yet, so we're gonna trial and error this one. I don't know how this works. But I'll find out. I'll find out. Don't worry. Okay. So we'll do a station, oxygen mask dock. Stores oxygen masks and fuels them with oxygen. Build next to an oxygen mask checkpoint to make duplicates put on masks with passing by. Requires a gas intake pipe. Actually... Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Wouldn't you know? I might actually know how to do that. Hold on. I actually might be able to do that. So, thankfully, I made this oxygen room down there. It doesn't work as well as I'd like, but we're not going to talk about that. What we can do is we could actually try to take some of that oxygen. Because I know I have one vent I'm not using. Oh, damn, I got rid of the whole thing. But yeah, I know there's one vent I'm not using. So, what we could try to do is... I don't know how I want to vent it. I'm thinking about it, but... Well, gas bridge. Wait. There you go. What? Wait. No. I'm getting myself confused. Okay, so... We'll do that. And then... I'm gonna pipe it up. I know it's kind of weird to keep it down here, but... the reason is that I might move it to the right later, so... I'm just gonna have it go where it goes. Where it goes is where it goes. So. Anyways. But Cheesecake says, last thing I'll say, without backseating too hard, haha, be very mindful of how many dupes you got. 27 this early on. Like, sub-cycle 300 is hard to manage. Yeah, it'll be okay. We should be fine. I do think I need to stop taking people on, though. I just want jobs to get done quicker, which is why we have so many. But not my smartest. We'll get there. If we fail, we fail. So, no big deal. Let's see. Actually, yeah, if people die, it doesn't even matter. I mean, I'd prefer they don't, but if they do, it doesn't matter. Let's get... Is it the dock? It's the dock. We'll put the dock there, and then the ventilation... Go right in there. And then... They are now officially required... If they want to keep going up, they're going to have to pass this checkpoint. So this works out pretty well, actually. And then... Where is... Furniture... No. Stations... Oh, you know... Nah, never mind, whatever. I don't care. How to rotate. There we go. There we go. It would be nice to put one down there, but they'll be okay. What's that? Oh, we'll be good. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Sorry, I can't talk about too much. Some stuff is like... It's either personal stuff or it's too, too doxing. So I gotta reel that in, but... Yeah. The long story short, I had a long day. I had a really long day. I'm just glad it's mostly over. And I'm just looking forward to not having to worry about that for a while. So I'll go back to game narrating. Actually, I have to hold on. I have to grab I have to do a chore real quick. I'll be right back. BRB. I'm gonna leave this running though. Anyways, but yeah, sorry if I'm in a mood. Some of the how do I say it nicely? Some of the people around me are in a mood too. It's kind of passing into me, so sorry about that. Transit tube. Wow. Okay. Oh, comfy bed, actually. Hold on. Well, we don't know how to make plastic, though. That's the hard part. Oh! Remove salt or from brine or salt water, producing water. That's cool. Wish we picked up the brine now. But it's okay to be in a mood, man. I'll elaborate on that in a moment, but thank you for saying so. There is something I want to say about it. Natural gas into electrical power. Jukebot plays music for duplicants to dance to on their breaks. I don't really know where to go from here. You know what? Let's do the transit tube. That's kind of cool. We'll do that. But Giggle says, I canceled plans this week. I canceled plans this week because I was feeling funky. We're just glad you're here. Thank you, Giggles. Thank you, thank you. Sorry. Immediately started thinking. Pick this guy. Oh shoot, I wasn't. Never mind. Whatever. I don't care. The more the merrier. I literally don't care anymore. I wasn't supposed to take another guy, but I did anyways. But it's fine. Whatever. I don't care. What? Duplicants will immediately deliver and dock the nearest equipped suit. Awaiting repair delivery. Copper ore. Do we have a suit? I don't think we have a suit. I don't know if you have to make those. We're about to find out. Wrong element damage. Oh, whoops. I think it's because whatever I'm pumping in there is not pure oxygen. I think that's the problem. Yeah, some of this is polluted. Damn it. Sieves one gas from the air, setting it into a dedicated pipe. I'm gonna sieve it like right here. Damn. There's no good place for this. Actually, I could sieve it right here. What am I doing? I can sieve it right there. I'll just have to deconstruct where the other stuff is right now. Just deconstruct that then. Whoops. Atmo suits can be equipped to protect my duplicants from environmental hazards like extreme heat, airborne germs, or breathable gas. In order to utilize these suits, I'll need to hook up an Atmo suit to an Atmo suit checkpoint, then store one of the suits inside. Duplicants will equip a suit when they walk past the checkpoint in the chosen direction and will unequip the suit when walking back the opposite way. Welcome in, Kitsune. How are you, good sir? Welcome in. Welcome in. How's it going? How's it going? How's life? How's KCD2, mayhaps? How are things? Also, I need to dismantle these. This is a huge waste of time. I'm gonna dismantle those. This is not an efficient use of my time. We have coal generators for a reason. Anyways, Kitsune is always watching. Thank you, Kitsune! I appreciate you, Kitsune. Thank you for your support. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, what was I saying? I'm in kind of a funk today, so sorry. I don't mean to be, like, down on my mood, so my apologies for that. Today cooked the hell out of me, dude, and it's still kind of cooking me. I feel like I and the people around me have been in kind of a mood today, so kind of finding a way to deal with it. Let's put that right here. I did that kind of weird. It's fine. And I feel you, Taku. Thank you, Kitsune. Thank you, thank you. Get the rest you need? Thank you. I don't know. I wasn't really sure... I wasn't really sure what to do today, whether or not I like wanted to stream, but ultimately I did decide to stream. Sometimes I feel like being in a mood actually makes a stream better, but sometimes it makes it worse. It's hard to say. Flip of the coin, really. Oh, don't worry, I got the bot. I didn't realize I needed power. Just a second. I'm gonna have to redo the gas system once I understand how it works better. Right now, this is not very intelligent. Right now, intelligent this is not, but It'll work, and that's kind of all I need right now. I just need it to work. It doesn't really matter how it works, it just needs to work. And then I'll fix it later. There. That's so stupid, but that'll be fine. Anywho, but yeah, I've been in a bit of a mood today. But I don't know, man. Like, when it comes to I kind of alternate in terms of how I like feel about stuff. Sometimes I feel like nowadays me getting angry is like pretty rare. Like, I might get like a little agitated, but like getting like angry is like generally pretty rare. But I don't know if it's like as I get older, I kind of view my emotions differently, or I handle my emotions differently, I guess. I feel like when I was kind of young, like I'd get really heated about stuff, but the heat of the moment I feel is it used to be really like, it kind of like, it burns hot and then it's over. And then I'm totally fine, no hard feelings about anything. And then I feel like the older and older I get, the more I'm kind of like, I guess around like college, late college, little after college era, I'd be more like, I find that, yeah, I was a major crash out before. When I was like in grade school, I was a crash out. When I got into college, it was more like it's more like I'd feel, I guess towards the beginning of college, I was kind of a crash out. Towards the latter end of college, I was more of like a, I'd get upset about things, but I'd find that a bit of that anger goes unresolved, if that makes sense. Like, when I was young, it's like there's no hard feelings after I crash out. Get it out of my system. I feel like towards the latter half of college, it was more like, if I get upset about something, then I'm upset, but that feeling goes away eventually, but there's like some lingering like anger about it under the surface. Nowadays, I feel more I generally feel more in control of my anger, but how the anger lingers under the surface is like kind of hard to describe, I guess. And it changes every time I think about it, but like me personally, I feel that one of the traits that I've well, I don't know how to just what I'm trying to say. When I see other people get mad about stuff, or they let their anger get the best of them in like a moment, or like in a comment, they say something hurtful, and don't really feel any remorse about it, and just kind of let what they say fly. I'm not a big fan of that. I think that, to me, that's kind of the person I want to be doesn't allow those moments to happen, I guess. I don't think that it's right that... I mean, everyone has a right to feel how they feel, you know? But I think that when the anger comes out of a person, I don't think that the person that I want to be never has a moment where I allow my anger to get, like, to steer the conversation, I guess. Sometimes it does, don't get me wrong, but ideally it wouldn't. And I think that that's kind of the person that I work towards being. It's hard for me to... it's hard for me to find a way to allow myself to feel what I feel, but also not allow myself so much freedom as to crash out over something, you know? So I guess what I feel right now is like I'm kind of upset over how I'm kind of upset over how the day has gone because before I even got to stream, I'm a little upset about how the day has gone. I'm a little frustrated with it, but at the same time, I don't want that energy to carry into stream. But also allow myself the space to just feel what I feel about whatever, you know? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but Kitsune says a noble goal. Thank you, Kitsune. Thank you. I try. Giggle says I understand that. Yeah, I don't think... when I see people crash out, that's not the person that I want to be. So, I don't know. But I still feel like nowadays, I try to treat anger more as like a feeling separate from myself. Like, I think of being angry or any other like sad or any kind of like negative mood. I like to think of it as something I'm feeling, but not something that I am, you know? So it's, I'm feeling mad. I am not mad. Not like, you know what I mean? I'm not, I try not to identify with the feeling, so like, I'm feeling mad about something, not I am mad. I'm not, I myself am not the anger. Just because I feel a certain way doesn't mean that I need to attach myself to it. So like I feel like flipping this table is different from I am going to flip this table, or I myself want to flip the table. It's not so much that I want to flip the table. I feel that way, but that it's like a feel, like I treat it like a stomach ache, you know, or like a headache. It's like I feel this way in the moment, but that's not really representative of who I am or something that I want to act on, you know. And I think that's a lot more healthy of a way to look at it. At least in my opinion, that's how I like to treat it. I think it's healthier to just, you know, separate yourself from the feeling. Not to say don't feel your feelings, but to say, you know, I don't need to identify so closely with it, you know. So, anyways, but Giggle says, I have a hard time feeling moody with an audience, but the people I truly want to have around me don't mind when I'm not in high spirits. They appreciate me in all my seasons, and my negative emotions don't burden those around me, they just pass through. Helps me to have company even though I'm not the most comfortable with me. And yes, I know what you mean, that's a good practice to adopt. I identify too much of my emotions sometimes and drown in it. Kitsune says, feel it, don't become it. Exactly. Exactly. I do sometimes drown in it, but I very much try not to, you know. But, I don't know. I just, having experienced people in my life who have crashed out over stuff, I kind of just feel like I can kind of see myself in them, and I don't want to become that, I guess. That makes sense. What is happening here? Why is there so much... What is happening? Hold on. What is happening with my oxygen? I know it's going up here, but... Actually, how much of that can I vent? That's a rhetorical question. Don't answer that, but... Actually... You know what I should have done? Maybe I can still do it. What I should have done was made a thing to separate the oxygen out, so that it's only oxygen. I need someone to make that, though. It's fine, whatever. Damn it. People pissing in my... People pissing all in my, clean stuff. Again. Damn it. Stop pissing in the clean water, man. Stop pissing in it. I'm gonna have them clean more, actually, just to make sure that's separated. Okay. We're not looking so good right now. Things are pretty rough, actually. Things are actually pretty damn rough right now. Okay, I'm gonna stop assigning tasks for a while just so that people can catch up. Yeah. Should be good for a while. Damn, dude. What's happening here? Was it the mop? What was I saying? Why were we talking about this? Oh, yeah. I guess because I'm in a bad mood. But, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do with my mood anymore. I'm just tired, man. I'm just tired. Let me get rid of this. Deconstruct these. Stop wasting water. You know, I thought this would generate water, the cool steam event. It's very much not, which is kind of sad. I thought it was, though. It's like it doesn't even go on anymore. It says dormant, so... I would like to build a... Where did that go? I would like to build a steam turbine, but I need plastic, and I don't know how to make plastic yet. I don't think I can make plastic. At the very least, I haven't found anything that can. If I can, I'm not aware of it. Probably under solid material, though. Glass forge. Conveyor shut off. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, never mind, right here. Oh, wait. It's literally titled Plastic Manufacturing. I've looked at this like a million times and I never noticed the title. Plastic Manufacturing. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I did look at this. I don't know what a plastic monomer is. That's the reason that... Oops. Whoops. I don't know what that means, so... That's fine. Anyways. I could use more farm space, though. Okay. Dang, dude. We are doing pretty rough right now. I'm just barely clinging to life. I think if I lock in, we can do better. If I, like, really lock in. Oh, it's invalid building location. That's the reason why it's not working. Because I was wondering why that wouldn't work. Shoot. Damn. How could I get this to work? Don't answer that. Let me think about that. I don't know why it allowed me to build it a second ago, though. If it's considered invalid. Should be valid. Is that really not valid? Yeah, it always says invalid. Oh, you know... Oh, actually, no, that's not it. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. We'll get rid of that. Okay, this one doesn't have enough power. Where can I pull power out of? If not right here. Could pipe it out of there. It's kind of weird, though. I want it to be neat. Maybe I'm asking too much. Damn it. Deconstruct that. Let's deconstruct all of this for now. Feel kind of bad about that, but I can do this smarter. I can fix this. This does not need to be this way. Does anyone have any plans for their weekend? I just want the weekend to be here, man. I'm so tired. Oh, wow. They're really going for it. That's crazy. They are really going for it. Make that a little wider. Then, we'll tell them to build up. And then I'll tell them to... dig that. Can you dig it? Lamau. Kitsune says, got midterms on Monday, so gotta study. Oof. I don't miss college. Well, no, I do, never mind. But I don't miss that part, though. Once you're done with college, don't worry. You will wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat every once in a while, hoping that you finish the assignment that you made up in your mind. Because it happens to me all the time. To this day, I still have dreams where I think that stuff is due. And then I'll, like, freak out about it. And then I'll wake up and realize, oh, that's right, I haven't been in school for a long time. It's funny at first, and then after a while, it's, like, kind of annoying. It's funny for a little while. But after you've been out of school for long enough, it's like, brother, let me sleep. Brain needs to turn off for 2 seconds. Shoot, man. This is gonna be tough. I'm gonna try... Okay, I'm gonna try to do it this vertical. To take up less room. But it's still weird. So the in is gonna be right here. This is so terrible. The out is gonna be this way. And then the gas, the station for the oxygen mask dock is going here, and then I'm gonna connect it in the background using, this is so needlessly space efficient, using that, and then we're gonna make an oxygen mask checkpoint and require people to move this way. And now my masterpiece is complete. Oh wait, no. And then now I need power, so then the power after that goes in the background from the transformer there. Okay, now it's complete. My masterpiece is complete. There it is. Filtering oxygen. There we go. Anyways, Giggle says, the other night I woke up around 6 p.m. thinking it was a new day, but I just had an extended nap, lol. Also, I got 2 dates planned this week. Might cancel one though, nice. Are you, okay, actually, alright. Everybody, I am officially changing the conversation. Giggles. I need to know your opinion on that guy that you showed me. It is time for us to have a gossip about him. Let's hear it. What is he like? It says deliver suit. I don't know if they can... Can you, though? LOL, he's such a free spirit, deeply unserious, a hippie, drummer. Very kind. But how you feel about him? How do you feel about him, Giggles? Is he everything you could have asked for and more? Are you enjoying his company? Hold on, I did something wrong. How the hell do you... Not the oxygen. So his current status awaiting delivery, but... Actually, maybe it's because I didn't make one. I don't even know how you make one, though. Textile loom. Oh, we don't have a crafting station. Probably where we make it. I could get rid of their little drinking water station. I mean, they don't need that, do they? Of course not. Of course not. Alright. Your little break time water fountain? Trashed. Get that out of here. You guys don't need water. Giggle says, low-key a know-it-all? Red flag! Red flag! I'm just kidding. I know everything. Giggle says, I like him, but I feel like his place in my life is temporary. Dang. Dude, if someone told me that, I think I'd never recover. That one hurts. I mean, that's kind of real. That one hurts, though. I get it. But damn. That would hurt me. That would hurt me on a spiritual level. I don't think I'd walk that one off. But Giggle says, I haven't liked a new person in a while, though, so it's fun to be excited like this. So true. It is fun to be excited, isn't it? I say, not having been excited about a girl since January. Well... I did kind of discover something interesting. There's a girl at work that is very not in my department. She is very, very attractive. This whole time, I thought she was older than me and married. It turns out that she might actually be, like, within 3 to 5 years younger than me, and not married. So, interesting. Very interesting. Not that I'm gonna do anything with that information, but very interesting. But Giggle says we both... Oh, shoot, I brought another person. Sorry, I grabbed them the moment I see them. I don't know why I did that. Whatever, it's fine. They can be upset all they want. They're working for me now, so. Anyways. But yeah. Dude, you both acknowledging it, that's kind of wild, though. That's kind of wild, though. We're both in our lives, in each other's lives, temporarily. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Damn. That's tough. That's actually tough. I have way too much water. Oh, welcome into Miu. How are you, Miu? Welcome in. We're talking about, we're talking about Giggles' love interest. Alright. Welcome into Whoa. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you? Miu, how was, Death Stranding? How's it going? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you. It is me, the Taku Tetra. Currently on the channel, we're working on Oxygen Not Included on Monday and Wednesday. Friday is the Division 2 and Darktide. Both in the same stream. And then Saturdays are currently like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And Sunday we need to find something to do, so... I am throwing around the idea of Undead Nightmare, but we'll see. Anyways, but how was stream, Miu? How was stream? Brave says Death Stranding. Oh yeah, one of the greatest games of all time. One of the greatest games of all time. It was good. We just... Oh, finished Silent Hill 2. Whoops. Wind it down with some finals. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. How was that? How was that? I finished Silent Hill 2, like, last year, January or something. Man, what a ways away that was. Doesn't feel like that long ago, but it was. I do not like the amount of carbon dioxide I have going in there. I do need to keep air in the kitchen, though, so... Damn. I like having water, but I actually might need those algae ones. Damn it. Did they make that yet? They didn't make that yet. Imagine... Yeah, sorry about the coughing. Sorry. The last 2 hours were a trip. I didn't know what was happening. Yeah, that's how I felt when I played that game. At a certain point, I just no clue what's happening. I had to watch a YouTube video about it. It's a good game, though. It's a good game. But Giggle... Okay, so... Earlier, we were talking about the guy that Giggles is seeing. So... Giggle says about this guy. Giggle says, I like him, but I feel his place in my life is temporary. We both low-key acknowledged it, though, so it's fine. After we reconnected... sorry. He was the one I canceled plans with when I was in a stinky mood. I was hard to get a hold of and kind of dodging his messages. After we reconnected, he said he thought I was going to end it, and I was prepared for it. He would have been just as grateful for the time we spent together. Which was nice. LOL. Takes the pressure off. That's... Damn. Nice PR answer. That is a nice PR answer. I'd be sad to see you go, but grateful for the time we got to spend together. Ah. Are you, though? Are you really? You're not lying, are you? You wouldn't lie, would you? What's happening? Wait. Okay, potential load is... I can... Well, no, that's not very smart. Well, actually, hold on. Let me double check that. Do I have enough... All this potential load is... I can... Actually, wait. No, if I heavy watt wired this... Well, actually... I don't know. People are literally suffocating now, though, so I gotta do something. People are suffocating. And I'm not doing a whole lot to fix the issue. You know what? Let's, Necessary evil. I'm gonna put the algae terrariums back. We kind of need those. And then hopefully that'll take away a lot of the, carbon dioxide down there. And then hopefully it'll reduce the amount of carbon that's on this ladder. Whew. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Whew. I think I need to go back to the doctor, man. I've been coughing and whatnot for the past, like, month and some change. Things are not looking good. Actually, now that I remember, I was told to take a Zyrtec. Or some kind of, like, anti-allergy thing to kind of get rid of the post-nasal drip to stop me coughing. I only took that for, like, 3 days. I should probably take that more. But Miyu says, last time I was sick, I was coughing for 2 months. No! I don't want to cough for 2 months! Dude, coughing is, like, the most annoying thing to experience. When you're just trying to have, like, a normal conversation. And you just keep coughing and coughing and coughing. It's so annoying. It's so annoying! I get you, though. Oh, there we go. It is oxygen mask. I'd like to order 5, please. What? Can I either do copper or iron? I guess I'll just do iron then. I don't know. Yeah. Did I order? Okay. That should be good for now. Okay, they got stuff to do. And welcome in, Stefan. How are you? Welcome in. And sorry, bro. It's looking like you're heading that way. Miyu, no! I don't want to cough that much! Brave says, how come your base is still red? I thought you installed Carbon Skimmer. I did, but I made a mistake. So the Carbon Skimmer needs a liquid intake and liquid output. And all of my liquid is up here. So I just gave up. I didn't even bother. So, if you're wondering why the Carbon Skimmer is not working, it's because I got kind of lazy. Well, I guess I could still kind of pipe it down here, I guess. Well, hold on. Liquid output. No, I guess I could pipe it down. But yeah, we do need a little bit more liquid Right now, we're so low on water that I was like, I'll just... But now we're low on oxygen, so it's like, no matter what, I have a problem. No. No. Damn it. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's pipe it down there. I don't really know what I'm gonna do about the output, though. I think for now, I just want to see what comes out of it. So I'm just gonna pipe it into nothing. And then we'll just have people mop it up, I don't care. But the water should be able to... The residual water should be able to just come down here, I imagine. If not, I'm gonna have to rethink the design. But I imagine that's how that works. Should be okay. And Stefan says, doing well, thank you. Excellent. Excellent, Stefan. Excellent. I'm glad. Very glad. I'm glad you're doing well, my son. Excellent, excellent. Stefan, my son. Okay. Let's keep that going. And then, I don't know if we... I don't know if I... Oh, they did make one oxygen mask, so... It's currently awaiting delivery. But I did make one. For the record, I did make an oxygen mask. So... yeah. War and oxygen mask. We're just gonna make 5. Someone just gotta deliver it, and then we will officially have an oxygen mask checkpoint. Wow! And then after that's done, I'm gonna start assigning tasks up here. So that people actually go up. But Giggle says, yep, it's fun, but he's more like, the like of this moment than the love of my life. Not much else to say. He's but a fart in the wind. He's but a temporary. He's but a moment in time. You know? Just a man of the moment. Not a love of the life. I get you, man. I get you. Research complete. Oh! The transit tube's ready. Nice. I'm hoping that one that gets long enough, I'm just gonna transit tube them all the way to the top. That way I don't have to worry about it. But right now, I need them to actually... Oh! Sweet! He's actually using the mask. Nice. Oh, that's me! It's me! Let's go! Nice work, Taku. You've done an excellent job. Excellent work. Good job, me. Taku, when do you think you'll meet the love of your life? I don't know. Probably never. Actually, wait. I didn't realize that's polluted. It does come out as polluted water, damn it. What if that water... Oh, hold on. Okay. I just half the amount of water I'm using. But if that water's polluted, then... Shoot. I don't know how I'm gonna tunnel that back. I could, like... Damn. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna let it pool for now. I'll figure it out later. We're just gonna let it pool and we're just gonna manually pick it up. Because right now, I need the carbon to be skimmed out of the air. And we'll pick it up, it's fine. But I really need breathable oxygen. So, But Brave says, you mean leave the sinking ship, make a new base? No, 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 no. We're not sinking yet. Or, we're not underwater yet, anyways. Things are working. We're still, it's going, you know? We're still going. Let's not, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I just need them to tunnel a little bit faster. Then it'll be good. A little bit faster. People are stress vomiting, but... Oh, damn. Did they even sleep? Crazy. Oh, I don't even know if I gave them enough beds. You know what? I'm just gonna fast track this. If we die, we die. It is what it is. Where's my... There's my cot. There we go. Things are going. Mop that. Good, good, good. Mop. Sweep. We're getting the carbon down slowly. We're getting it down slowly. Someone died. Hold on. Oh, Alistor! Alistor's dead, no! Starved to death, that's weird. Oh. What? Wait. Why aren't you making mush bars? This is like top priority. Dude. We have so many people, we actually ran out of dirt. The mush bars are made of dirt. We're out of dirt. Isn't that crazy? Of all the things we could have run out of, we ran out of dirt. That's how much people are eating. That's actually crazy. That's actually nutty. I didn't see that coming. Of all the things to see coming, that I did not see that coming. Whoops. Well, some people might die. It is what it is at this point. I don't know. At the very least, if people die, we don't have to feed that many. So the population will keep itself in check. We'll figure it out. Anyways. But Miyu says, maybe feed us something better than dirt. What the? No! It's a mush bar, you see. It may be made of dirt, but ultimately it's converted from dirt into a mush bar. But Brave says, to be fair, there's a lot of things coming at the same time. Yeah. We just fixed the oxygen... Well, the oxygen problem is slowly being fixed. Because at least now we have something down here to, like, start, getting rid of the carbon dioxide. So, this is actually a good idea. I didn't really have the infrastructure for this, so... We're gonna have to play that one by ear, but this is working right now, so that's good. I should probably open this so it can flow a little better. Aside from that, we need dirt, but we don't have a lot of dirt is the thing. Of all the things we have, dirt is not, like... There's a lot of random stuff, but it's not dirt. It's like gold amalgam, granite, sandstone. Like, actual dirt is this. Actually, that's a lot of dirt. But yeah, we don't have, like, traditional brown dirt. Not, like, readily accessible anyways. Damn. Tell them to mind that. Delicious dirt. Delicious dirt. I actually don't know what to do here. I think I'm gonna I'll give him a platform to kind of like jump over there, and then I'll have him just dig that out for now, and then we'll kind of go from there. Y'all ever eat dirt? No. You crazy? But yeah, mush bar takes water too, yeah. But it's kind of inevitable. I mean, we kind of have to do it. And then all of these, the growth has been halted because it needs dirt. So everything needs dirt at the end of the day. I didn't realize how much dirt we needed. But, dang. But yeah, at this rate, we might actually need to start over. At this rate, we might actually need to start over. That's crazy. Damn. God made dirt, dirt don't hurt. Y'all ever hear that? Well, the dirt itself might be okay. It's the parasites and other not great things in the dirt that's probably gonna end you. I'm sure there's a lot of things in that dirt that can hurt you. The dirt itself probably is fine. And Giggle says, if I die, God knows why. That's the rest of the saying. We said that as kids when we ate food off the ground. Oh, no. Which actually, that reminds me. Kind of related, kind of not. I read the story recently about this what happened? There was this there were this couple that bought a house next to a neighbor that reportedly calls the cops for anything. And the Redditor kind of like assumed that it wouldn't be that bad. So he decided to buy the house with his girlfriend. And then he came to the realization that no, it actually is that bad. So what would happen is that he would what was it? He'd have to like watch where he parks because she'd call the cops if she didn't like how he was parked. If the tree on his property blew a single leaf onto her property, she would call the cops. If he was mowing the grass and any of the mowed grass found its way into her yard, she would call the cops. She would call the cops for like any reason whatsoever. And supposedly the reason she did that, it's speculated that she wanted to get into a fight in court and win with the hopes of getting more, like getting money. So that's the reason why she would pick all these fights all the time. What? Muckroot. Seedless fruit with an upsettingly bland aftertaste. Cannot be replanted. Okay. We need to stop bringing people in, so I'll just take the muckroot. I don't even know what to do with that, but we'll take it. Yeah, free food. It doesn't even matter. Free food is free food. I'll take it. Free food is free food. I will gladly take that free food. Anywho. But yeah, that lady was deranged in that story. Ultimately, that story, he updated like 3 years later or something and said that he got so fed up with dealing with that neighbor that he ended up selling the house that he bought, and he feels bad, but he didn't tell the new owners about the lady with the hope that they would buy the house, and supposedly the lady has already gotten into an argument with the new owners, so someone else's problem now. Kind of sad. But it is what it is. That's life for you. Hmm. Damn. This is rough, man. Now, I guess we don't need research right now. We don't really need skills either, but... Actually... If we had someone that wanted to dig, that'd be great. Because I need people that can dig through, like, the super hard stuff. Actually. Okay, maybe not that hard, but... Not super duper hard, but maybe super hard. Let's see. I want to give people the jobs they like, so... Oh, Ludin's on here. Actually, what am I doing? Let me just start... I'll just start giving people stuff at random. If you like it, it's yours. We have too many people. It's fine. If you like it, it's yours. They're gonna take a morale hit from this, but I don't. I don't care. Giggle says, do you feel like they should have told the new buyers about the neighbor? I wish they would, but if I were in their position, I probably wouldn't either, so... It's one of those things that, like... It'd be nice if they did, but I understand why they didn't. I don't think I'd want to do that. So, like, I don't think I want to buy a house next to a neighbor that's gonna harass me and call the cops over nothing. So, I get it. I get it. Dang, dude, there's so much... Excuse me. So much stuff, man. Oh, there's Miu. It's funny. We'll give Miu an art hat. I don't... Is that even equipped? I don't know. Damn. Rocket piloting, nice. I do not think anyone's going to survive long enough to get off the ground, but nice. I think I took a little too long. There we go. Alright. That's going well. Everybody's super stressed now, but it is what it is. Someone's dead. JT's dead. Having starved to death. Okay, I think I do have to restart. I think I made a mistake. I do have to make a mistake. But Brave says, we're launching the rocket now. No. No. We are not. Just a second. Okay. Yeah, I think we might have to restart. Damn. I think above all, I think if I had to do this again, I think I would have focused on farming more, because I think right now, I mean, dirt is not really that sustainable. I think the farming would have been a little smarter. Because I figured we'd never run out of dirt, but here we are, so... Anyways, but Appy says, alright Taco, I'm gonna hit the hay. GG, good stream. Good night, chat. Alrighty, Appy. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Thanks for joining. Good night, good sir. Good night. What the hell are you doing? What the? Huh? What the? Huh? What? My player character just did What are you doing? What is this? Using printing pod. Oh, do they need to, like, absorb the new skill? Is that what that is? That's weird. Okay. Oh, damn. We're losing a lot of water, actually. Whoopsie. I meant to have people mop this earlier. Oh, no. Okay. Well, damn. But the skill is from the printing pod. They get... Oh, enlightenment animation. Okay. Thank you, Brave. Thank you. And also says goodnight, Appy. Let's go. Mr. Appleton. Damn. Okay. I actually do think this is... Now I'm kind of... I did think this was sustainable, but the longer I look at it, I don't think it's sustainable. I do think that this is a lot better than when I first started, but I might need to do this one more time. Damn. Okay. We can go super fast next time, though. I think once I have, like, something more sustainable, I think it would work better. Yep, somebody else is dying. Mew's dead! No! Mew's dead! Okay. Shoot. Damn. Okay. I think... I think we'll just have to... We'll just have to save it. This is rough. Damn it. What day is it? Shoot. Well, I guess... I want to play with the DLC, but I'm going to have to wait until it goes on sale, which should be later this month. Damn. It's okay. Well, I'll just end here for now. Otherwise, I'm going to be up all night fixing the next one. So, I already know that's a lost cause. It's over with that one. So the first time... How do I get out of here? Wait. Oh, there we go. The first time we only made it to 24. The next one, 41. This one, we got to 116. But... this still needs work, so we'll work on that. But... anyways. Thanks, guys, for joining. Thank you again to Mew for the raid. Thank you. Brave, Happy, Giggles, Mew. Thank you. Stefan. Thank you. Whoa. Thank you. Kitsune. Thank you. Brainless. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. The next Oxygen Not Included will probably be next week, Monday. I'm not quite sure yet. But I do need to start a new base. I definitely need to start over. But thank you guys for joining me tonight. And Brave says thank you for the stream. No, thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out and chatting. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Sorry for the bit of a abrupt end, but I really got to restart that thing. So, but we'll start a new one next time, and then we'll figure out where to go from there. But I did learn a lot from this from today's stream and from this new world that we've been working on. So I think I can make it a little better. I think I can make it a little better now that I kind of know what I want to do a little better. I don't know. I mean, I guess the only thing I really want to focus on is, like, the farming. I need sustainable food. What I was doing was not sustainable, and I had too many people, too, so... Anyways, but thank you guys for a wonderful stream, and I'll catch you guys on Friday. Brave says new game now. No, not, new... Well, new game, like, new oxygen not included game world right here. This button. Not, like, different game, but I need to start over. I don't think that world is savable. I really don't, but I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it is, but anyways. Alright, since we're here, but yeah, new colony. We'll do a new colony. But thank you guys for joining. For those of you that want to stick around, I'm going to go raid Moxie. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. And I'll catch you guys on Wednesday. Well, thanks, everybody. Alright, sorry. Today's Wednesday. Catch you guys on Friday. Good night, everybody. Good night.